Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Canty, and I'm going to be reading you another one of my favorites. This book is called Tops and Bottoms, and it's adapted and illustrated by Janet Stevens. And today, when I read this book, I'm going to give you a task. There are two main characters in this book. There's a bear and a hare, or rabbit. And I want you to be thinking about these characters as I'm reading to you. I want you to be thinking, what kind of character is the bear and what kind of character is the rabbit? So here we go. Tops and bottoms. And this book's kind of fun because instead of opening this way, it opens up. Tops and bottoms. Once upon a time, there lived a very lazy bear who had lots of money and lots of land. His father had been a very hard-working worker and a very smart business bear, and he had given all of his wealth to his son. But all the bear wanted to do was sleep. So thinking about this character bear, I'm wondering if you're already getting an idea about him. So let me give you the big page there. Now, not far down the road lived a hare. Although Hare was clever, he sometimes got into trouble. He had once owned land too, but now he had nothing. He lost the risky bet with a tortoise and had sold all of his land to Bear to pay off his debt. Hare and his family were in very bad shape. "The children are so hungry, Father Hare. We must think of something," Miss Hare cried one day. So Hare and Mrs. Hare put their heads together and cooked up a plan. The very next day, Hare hopped down the road to Bear's house. Of course, Bear was asleep. "Hello, Bear, wake up. It's your neighbor Hare, and I have an idea." Bear opened one eye and grunted. "We can be business partners," Hare said. "All we need is this field right here in front of your house. I'll do the hard work of planting and harvesting, and we can split the profits right down the middle. Yes, sir, Bear, we're in this together. I'll work and you sleep." "Huh?" said Bear. "So what'll it be, Bear?" Hare asked. "The top half or the bottom half?" "It's up to you. Tops or bottoms?" Let's see," Bear said with a yawn. "I'll take the top half." Hare, "Right, tops." Hare smiled. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went to work. Hare planted, and Mrs. Hare watered, and everyone weeded. So thinking about these characters, what are you noticing about Hare? What are you noticing about the bear? Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear. You get the tops, and I get the bottoms." Oh. Hare and his family dug up all the carrots, the radishes, and the beets. Hare plucked off all the tops and tossed them onto a pile for Bear, and he put the bottoms aside for himself. Notice the bottoms are the things that you would eat, and the tops are the parts that we would throw away. Bear stared at his pile. "But Hare, all the best parts are in your half." "You chose the tops, Bear," Hare said. "Now, Hare, you've tricked me. You plant this field again, and this season I want the bottoms." Hare agreed. "It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went back to work. They planted, watered, and weeded. So will you take a second and think of a prediction? How do you think it's going to go this time? Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! You get the bottoms, and I get the tops." Hare and his family gathered up the lettuce, the broccoli, and the celery. Hare pulled off the bottoms for Bear and put the tops in his own pile. Look at what happened this time. He pulled the lettuce and the broccoli and the celery for himself, and he's giving the bear all the roots that were underground that you don't eat. Bear looked at his pile, and scowled. "Hare, you have cheated me again." "But Bear," Hare said, "you wanted the bottoms this time." Bear growled. "You plant this field again, Hare. You've tricked me twice, and you owe me one season of both the tops and bottoms." "You're right, poor old Bear," sighed Hare. "It's only fair that you get both the tops and bottoms this time. It's a done deal, Bear." So Bear went back to sleep, and Hare and his family went back to work. They planted, watered, and weeded some more. So it seems like Hare and his family are working really hard again, and our friend Bear is still sleeping. Bear slept as the crops grew. When it was time for the harvest, Hare called out, "Wake up, Bear! This time you get the tops and the bottoms." There in front of Bear's house lay a high field of corn. Hare and his family yanked up every corn stalk. Hare tugged the roots off at the bottom and the tassels off at the top and put them in a pile for the bear. Carefully, he collected all the ears of corn from the middle and put them in his own pile. Bear rubbed his eyes and watched. "See, Bear, you get the tops and bottoms. I get the middles. Yes, sir, Bear, it's a done deal." I wonder what Bear is going to do. By now, Bear was wide awake. "That's it, Hare," he hollered. "From now on, I'll plant my own crops and take the tops and bottoms and middles." Hare and his family scooped up the corn and hopped down the road toward home. Bear never again slept through a season of planting and harvesting. Hare brought back his land with the profits from the crops, and he and Mrs. Hare opened a vegetable stand. And although Hare and Bear learned to live happily as neighbors, they never became business partners again. There's Bear. Here's the Hare family, too. The end. So I hope you like the story Tops and Bottoms. So take a second and think about our characters. What do you know about Bear? And what kind of character was Hare, too? And then think about the lesson in this book. Do you think this author kind of wanted you to learn something? I hope you enjoyed. See you soon.